Hi, and welcome to 2 Minutes with Hull and Hull. I'm Ian Hull, and today I want to talk a little bit about the subsequent spouse, I call it. So in Canada, certainly across North America, many people are entering into subsequent relationships. First marriage or first relationship comes to an end, they have children, they have a divorce or separation, and ultimately end up in new relationships, and that is the subsequent spouse. So someone who has got themselves in a relationship that is of long term, one that they have to balance, of course, the first family, children, with their own lives. And where that comes out most importantly is when we are making our wills. So there's two components. And the first component I want to talk about is that who can make your will? When you're in a subsequent spouse relationship, what should you do? Should you go see the same lawyer, for example, together with your subsequent spouse? Well, I always caution my clients that that can be a bit of a difficult scenario, and there are many lawyers who won't act for both the husband and wife, or husband or the male and female in a subsequent non-married relationship at the same time when they're doing their wills. It largely becomes as a consequence of the fact that both of you are going to be in a situation where you've got your own relationships that you've created with your own offspring and children, and that you might have different views on how the estate should be divided. So that tension in and of itself can bring us such a conflict within the grouping. And so if you go to see one lawyer in that relationship, it may be difficult to give clear and unpressured instructions as to what would go on. So in my next podcast, I want to talk about some of the things that can go on and go wrong, and more importantly, in a subsequent spouse relationship with will planning. So thanks so much for joining me with 2 Minutes with Hull and Hull.